Hello wonderful people and welcome back. I'm Crazy Ginger Ninja and this is Cities Skylines. So I've done a little bit of work on the village we were on since last time we were here. I've added in this road into a highway and sort of rounded off the bottom of the village. I've added this park in, which was quite nice. I've also done all of the intersection marking along this main strip right by the riverside. So all of those got really nice pavement rises and stuff to separate out the traffic. I've done this roundabout here by the commercial zone, and I've put in some trees over by this highway, as you can see along the sides there. Now here's a little video of me doing some intersection marking. I just want to show you guys how long this takes and why I do it on my off time. This is at 16 times speed, so this entire intersection alone took me something silly like 10 minutes. But enough of that. If you're into it, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, do all of that nonsense, and we'll get into today's gameplay. So welcome back. I think the first thing I'm going to do is just, see if we can level up these parks here, make sure that they're doing the maximum they possibly can to provide for the Sims inside the city. I want them to be very happy with these. I've already named them. I just filled these in on my off time so that was all done and we didn't have to do really anything else with this village. So I think I'm going to move on and we're going to look for a place to put a second village so that we can start expanding and maybe chuck a bus line in between the two. Right guys, so I earmarked some territory. There's a little island just here. No, this one. So I'm just going to do this little island today. We're going to just put in mostly a housing estate and a couple of parks, and that will be our second village. Just trying to grid these water pipes and spend the most minimal amount of money that I need to getting water to all the different areas, because water pipes do cost. It's probably not that much, but you know, I'm particular. We're definitely going to need more money for this. Oh, look, a big loan. Yep, we'll take that one. Lower monthly cost and everything. Lovely. If we just sort of start similar to how we did last time, we're just going to have these at a 45-degree angle like that. And I'm going to get rid of that bit. And then we just go straight across. And then that should give us a really nice smooth highway transition. We can do it from right over here. And we're going to bring this in nice and tight like this, but above the highway structure, and then we're going to sort of link it back. So there we go, a nice curve both sides, and we're going to do that on all four sides. Let's see how we go with this. Look at that, absolute work of art. Right, now let's get the road coming down from it. Oh, actually, before I do anything further, I think I need to put a key in around the outside. That should round off the edges a bit better. Ah, look at that! Doesn't that look smashing now? And it'll all be a good height to be building on as well. Right, let's get cracking with the actual build. Let's see if I can do a kind of ring road first, and then I can put the bit down the middle and just basically grid it. There we go, nicely does it. And just the last little bit. Hey, there we go, we've got a ring road. I think I might split that central one into two one-way roads actually. I'm not sure if I like it like that. I think, yeah, two one-way roads is definitely going to be the one. Yes, this is much better, much better. And then I can make a way. I don't know how many I'm going to have crossing over. I'm going to have less crossing over the one-way roads, but we'll make it work. Right, let's just get this grid started. So we'll start with this one. I'll probably change the road type here. I want parking everywhere for now, just not in that middle bit where it crosses, but otherwise pretty much park anywhere for now. We'll see how it pans out later down the line. If I need to replace it with some tree roads, I will. Yeah, look at that. That's really coming together. Lovely. I'm just going to do a little bit of work clipping these junction edges. So we're going to set the offset to 12 meters for all of them, and then we're just going to shift the slip road slightly away from the highway. 2.5 meters should do it. And if I can do that on every side, That'll make this hopefully a bit more of a smooth transition. It's not particularly smooth at the moment. How glorious. Look at that junction. The perfect junction. Bask in its glory, people. It's not perfect yet. We've yeah, we've still got half an island to do. Ah, yes, nice and bougie. Let's put a couple of parks down. Really improve, you know, the wellness of the people. Very mindful of me, very demure. Come on, just 5 more, 4 more. Yes! 1,800 people, that's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Boomtown. Okay, so we've got 2 working villages, so let's pick this. Oh, that's I need to try and preserve that. That's really nice. I'm gonna just set up a farming industry, I think, in between South Key Isle and Pimbra. And let's see. I think that spot right in the middle there looks perfect. Yeah, just do a little highway junction. I'm going to do a nice tight highway junction, and later down the line, I think we're going to make it a diverging diamond interchange. The one where the people drive on the wrong side of the road, because, you know, that's the kind of punishment I like. You know, incredibly masochistic about this. Just throwing money away, missing out on opportunities there. And we're going to get rid of these because we're going to turn this into a nice little park on the top left there. Just fill in these remaining gaps. Come on, we'll have a few more. Why not? Fund our we can fund our industrial ventures. Yeah, we'll just take a couple of fields, fruit fields, and just one small animal pasture to get started, a main building, and oh, I'm going to have to take out a loan for this. Can't believe it. State.
A few moments later.
There's this really neat trick you can do with like the first 2 loans, is when you're 20k off of getting rid of the loan, you take the small loan to pay off the big loan, then take the big loan to pay off the small loan, and then you still end up with 40k in the bank. It's a lovely little system. You just consistently end up paying a little bit of interest, but isn't that bad. Right, time to add our first public transport lines. Let's get it all connected up with the industry in the middle, and then we'll run it just between 2 villages. That should be good enough. Maybe a couple of bus lines, maybe a express line as well. That might speed things along a bit. 58 buses. I don't think so. I don't think so. We're probably going to need like 8. And we're just going to have yeah, no, actually we're going to have the 40 capacity one. Let's stick with the 40 capacity. That's good enough. Just do a little bit of area expansion here. Increase this area. We'll get some medium greenhouses, some medium fruit fields, and we've named it already, so yeah, I think it's going well. It seems to be going well. Yeah, we will just chuck in a couple of barracks as well. Really get the efficiency up here. And then I think eventually we'll have like 1 arm of the roundabout for each of the different things. Yeah, we'll just we'll move that up to where all of the rest of the greenhouses are, up the top here. Yep, that goes there. And then we just need to delete some of these fields and then plop down some milking parlours. They're a bit more effective, and then we should be matched up in terms of processing output and production output. And yeah, it's like, you know what, this mod is like, it's just like playing Factorio. Just this mod on its own, it's brilliant. Right, so I can get rid of these animal pastures now. We don't need those anymore, and we can just chuck down some milking parlours. Oh, you know what, I'm just going to take a loan for this. I'll take a loan for this, that's fine. Yeah, we'll take a loan. We'll get rid of these bad boys. And then we will add can we afford 2? Yeah, we can afford 2. Let's put our 2 milking parlours there and there. And then we can just speed things up. Hold on. What in blazes is going on here? Why am I losing money? Why am I losing money? If I just drop all of my budget down, hopefully I'll sell enough stuff to get myself back up. I realise what's happened. I've disconnected my power grid in doing that, which could be catastrophic. This could be the end of the series. Okay, so I worked out a way to fix it, but I am way too late. I've cut all of the budgets down to 50%, and I've moved the bus depot so that it's sat next to a little bit of road where the power lines cross over, and I've got power again. But but unfortunately, there's not a lot more that I can do than that except wait. So here's to playing the waiting game.
3 weeks later.
I am so lucky I managed to pull that back. That was it was slow thinking, unfortunately. If I'd have been a bit quicker, I wouldn't have had to wait for like however long. But you know, we're back now. We've got money coming in. Everything's as usual, and our industry might get to level 5 by the end of today's session, actually. So I've moved everything around inside the industrial area now, and all I really need to do is get enough money to get another fruit greenhouse, and then I think we're good to go to level 5, if I'm honest. I'm having some traffic issues at the moment. I put in some timed traffic lights on this roundabout and expanded it, but I don't think it's really doing the trick at the moment. So maybe after I've placed this, we'll have a little play with the settings and see if we can improve that somewhat. So we've got a specific... We're going to have a specific bus timer as well, so that the buses can go ahead of everything else. And we're going to set the phases to 0.2. They're normally 0.8, but we're going to have 4 traffic lights for them to go through. So 1 multiplied by 0.8 is 0.8. 0.2 multiplied by 4 is 0.8. So the same flow applies that way that you would get from the normal traffic light, except you're doing it with 4 of them. I found my real problem. There were no lane mathematics in place because I hadn't unlocked highways, but I have now, so I can make those changes, and that should set it all up so that it works okay, I hope. But I probably am going to have to widen it in a few different places. Look at that stark improvement to traffic flow. Well, that bus wants to be inside the truck, but don't worry about that. They'll sort themselves out. I think I just need to put a normal traffic light in there, and then they'll take turns. Or is there? No, there looks like there already is one. No, there might already be one. I'm not really sure. No, there isn't. Yeah, I'll put one of those in. At last, the level 5 industry has graced us with its presence. So I think that's going to do it today, guys. I was going to say couldn't have gone any better, but it it definitely could have. But yeah, a working time traffic light system, a bus network, 2 villages, a level 5 industry. That should set us up to make a good amount of dollar to make our 3rd village. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please do the usual: like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. I'll leave you with a montage, and as usual, I will see you in the next one.